Maraming salamat sa mga kaibigan namin sa press na nandito ngayon. Thank you for making it this night. And of course, to the GMA executives that graced us this evening. Hello to Ms. Lilibeth Gira Sonable, Senior Vice President of Entertainment Group. Here with us as well is Ms. Janine Pinacar, Vice President of Entertainment Group. And of course, we also have Ms. Bang Arespacochaga, our consultant for GMA Entertainment Group. Okay. By the way, everybody, we are live on Facebook. So I hope yung mga kasama namin online for all your social media posts, we urge you to use our official hashtag. It's hashtag Boyabunda GMA Homecoming. Because after months of speculations, I'm sure narinig-rinig nyo na to, we can now say with certainty that he has finally returned to his first home. And isa sa mga pinaka-respetadong pangalan of
where it all began. In 1994, Boy Abunda began his career as a television host in GMA Network.
Nais kong magpasalamat dahil sila'y naniwala sa akin, which at that time, I didn't even know if I could host television. Kaya mahalaga sa akin yun when I did Show and Tell.
In his own words, sa GMA siya natutong maging matapang pero may puso. At magtanong ng patas at totoo.
Doon ho talaga ako nagsimula, natuto, nahasa. So who I am today is the sum total of everything that I have experienced at malaking bahagi noon ay startup. Nag-umpisa ako ng karera ko sa telebisyon sa Channel 7. Parating sinasabi doon ako natuto maglakad.
28 years later, muli siyang lilipat sa kanyang unang tahanan. The entertainment icon. The showbiz authority. The king of talk.
At ang nagbabalik kapuso, let us all welcome back the king of talk, Mr. Boy Abunda. Yes, a lot of people are happy and excited, Tito Boy, and our friends from the press, of course, would love to hear from you. So any messages to all of them?
Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat, mga kaibigan. Sa lahat ng mga nagdududa na meron akong buhok noon, ay na isang patunay na meron si Eugene. Isang patunay na meron akong buhok noon. But I'm really happy that you guys could make it tonight. Thank you for being here. Maraming salamat.
Thank you as well, Tito Boy. Kanina sa signing, actually, Tito Boy shared a lot of wonderful memories during his message with the executives. And dadagdagan pa natin yung memories niya here with the Kapuso Network. And to give you a recap of that, let's all watch this video. Nandito po kami ngayon sa GMA Network to welcome one of the biggest and most trusted names in the show business. The man of the hour, ang nagbabalik sa kanyang unang tahanan, the one, the only, Mr. Boy Abunda.
Kami nagagalak na si Boy Abunda ay nagbalik sa ating Kapuso Network. Si Boy ang king of talk na maraming gumagaya, ngunit hindi pa siya napapantayan. I am confident that Boy's future in GMA Network will be nothing but success. So welcome to GMA Network again, Boy Abunda.
Well, you know that Boy and I have been friends since if I remember correctly, the late 80s. So Boy, by my count, for about 35 years. Nung umpisa ko, si Boy noon was a budding publicist, and over the years, I've seen him grow, evolve to become what he's now referred to very widely, the icon. Welcome back, boy. I look forward to seeing you in person very soon.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, boy. Though we are not met so far personally, I'd like to formally welcome you to GMA Network and hope that you will enjoy your stay with us. I'm pretty sure again that you will set a trend as far as this type of shows that you will be in. So again, in behalf of the employees and talent of GMA Network, we welcome you to your Kapuso Network.
Mula ho sa aking puso, maraming salamat po sa inyong tiwala sa aking kakayahan bilang isang presenter, bilang isang talk show host, bilang isang interviewer. At maraming salamat po sa mapapusong pagtanggap niyo po sa akin dito sa GMA7. I am grateful. I will commit to working hard, to doing the best I can, to be able to deliver the best entertainment, the best interviews, the best shows that I am going to do for GMA7. Salamat.
Have seen this afternoon muling ang umapak si Tito Boy sa tahanan ng GMA for the first time in many years, and everyone was so excited to see him back. And he was welcomed warmly, as we have watched, by the executives of GMA headed by our chairman and CEO, Attorney Felipe L. Gozon, President and COO, Mr. Jimmy R. Duavit, and CFO, Mr. Felipe S. Yalong. And now, let us hear from the Senior Vice President and Head of GMA Entertainment Group, Ms. Lilibeth G. Razonable.
Much has been said since this afternoon, but it has been a long journey between Kuya Boy and ourselves, but all worth it. So, isa lang ang masasabi ko, welcome home, Kuya Boy, and so excited for all the things that we will be doing together. It will be really an exciting and entertaining year next year for us here in GMA. And thank you for deciding to come back to your home network. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, we are so excited for an entertaining year ahead. And isa sa inaabangan ng lahat sa pagbabalik ni Tito Boy sa GMA ay kung sino-sino nga ba ang mga kapuso stars na kanyang mai-interview. And we can say that everyone is looking forward to have their moment with the King of Talk. And here are some of the kapuso celebrities from GMA Entertainment, News, and Public Affairs who would like to give their welcome message for Tito Boy.
Hi boy! Welcome back! Wow! Magkasama ulit tayo sa isang network. But alam mo naman, we've always been friends kahit hindi tayo nagkikita. And we go a long, long way back. Siguro mga 30 years na, marami pa pang buhok nun. At bata pa tayo nun, pero shh, para hindi tayo mahalata. Welcome back. I wish you all the luck in the world. Good luck sa mga programang hawakan mo at sa mga makakasama mo.
My favorite Tito Boy. Bitoy po, welcome back to GMA at hindi ko na mahintay na magkausap tayo at magkaharap at makita ko uli ang mahiwagang salamin mo. Welcome back and I'll see you soon.
Hi, Tito Boy! Manilyn here. Naku, salamat naman po at kayo nagbabalik. You really are back! Thank you po and congratulations sa inyo. I'm sure maraming kwentuhan yan, daldalan at tawanan, iyakan. Posible, usap tayo.
Hi, Tito Boy! Si Barbie Forteza po ito. Welcome po sa Kapuso Network. Grabe, I can't wait to meet you in person soon. Grabe, isa po talaga kayo sa mga iniidolo ko when it comes to hosting. And I don't know if you remember, pero nakasama po ako sa Zoom meeting natin before. So, ayun, sana po makita ko po kayo in person. And welcome again sa Kapuso Network.
Tito Boy, welcome back to GMA, your home network. We look forward to working with you, especially in GMA Integrated News, GMA Regional TV, and GMA Synergy. See you soon!
Hello, Tito Boy! Maligayang pagbabalik sa Kapuso Network. At hindi magtatagal, sigurado magkakatrabaho na tayo. At excited na kaming lahat.
Kapamilya man or kapuso, Tito Boy will always be family to us because he's always treated us like family. Tito Boy, welcome home, and we look forward to many more meaningful and fun conversations with you.
Tito Boy, welcome home once again. It's so nice that you're finally here with us again po sa GMA. And I would like to thank you for everything that you have taught me since the time I've met you. And I hope to work with you po ngayon in front of the camera again na nandito na po kayo ulit sa Kapuso Network. And ingat po kayo and welcome back po dito po sa GMA.
Welcome home, Tito Boy. Nakakatuwa po na magkasama na tayo ulit sa iisang tahanan. And I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Hopefully, as a guest in your future GMA projects. At pwedeng as a guest here in Family Feud.
Wow, so we've heard from a lot of the
Salamat.
Kapuso stars. Thank you so much, Tito Boy, and welcome home. Naku, kahit ako gusto ko ma-interview ni Tito Boy. Pero right now, it's our friends from the press who will be interviewing you, Tito Boy. So let's open the floor for questions from them. First, we have Miss Tessa Ariola of Manila Times.
Kuya Boy, hello.
Tessa, sandali lang. Rain, salamat ha, kanina pa.
Of course, Tito
salamat
Boy,
for
you're
this.
most welcome.
And this was not expected. Maraming salamat. Humanda kayo. Alden, Dennis, dapat tandaan yun ha. They look forward to being part of the show. Yes, Tessa.
Kuya Boy, congratulations.
Maraming salamat.
I don't know, kapuso na ba yung tawag sa mga GMA talents when you were still with them 28 years ago?
Parang hindi pa.
Hindi pa, no?
Corgi, wala pa, no? Wala pa yata bang? Hindi pa.
But all the same, how does it feel, Kuya Boy, na ikaw ay isang kapuso na ngayon?
Paano ba sasagutin yan? Masaya. I'm in a happy place dahil I'm working with... una muna, overwhelmed ako sa lahat ng nangyayari ngayong araw, sa pag-welcome sa akin. Buong puso ng pamunuan ng GMA7. Galing kami sa stasyon, mula kay Atty. Gozon, kay Jimmy Duavit, na isang kaibigan ko, si Mr. Yalong, at lahat ng napakaraming mga officers ang naroon. Ako'y nagpapasalamat. So, I'm grateful if you're asking me how I feel. Pagkatapos itong press conference nga, kung saan makakasama ko kayo, na nakasama ko na rin kayo na napakahabang panahon, ako'y nagpapasalamat. I'm happy, but it would be a lie if I don't say walang, kahit katiting na pangamba, meron. Dahil may expectations na kung anong magaganap. Parang walang room for masyadong gestation period, ika nga, because people know what they want from me, siguro. Pero kami, lalo na ako, I am at a point in my life when kailangan, alam ni Bang to, ni Bang, we have to deliver whatever it is. We don't know yet what it is, but we will continue to work hard, and we've been working hard. RD is here, my executive producer Rayleigh, of course Lilibeth, and Janine, at marami pang mga Cesar Cosme to Loy. Yun yung feeling ko. I wanna start tomorrow. You know, that kind of a thing. So, alam ko kung saan kami pupwesto, ano ba talaga ang pwede naming magawa. Given, Tessa, the givens. Dahil hindi na ito yung panahon nung hindi ko naman alam yung ginagawa ko nung ginagawa namin yung show and tell. Nagsayaw pa ako during my first show. So, ito'y kakaibang panahon, kakaibang environment, ika nga. So, nandun yung excitement, nandoon yung gratitude, nandoon yung trepidation, ika nga. Halo-halo yung pakiramdam.
Kuya Boy, what do you think it does to a person? Lagi nating sinasabi yung, he's come full circle. I mean, how is that an important thing, do you think? Is that something that, you feel so blessed na ikaw nagawa mo yon?
Yeah, it comes from this whole notion that you go back to where you started. I have come full circle because I started with GMA my talk show career, and I'm back right now. It's fulfilling, again, it's fulfilling, but it humbles you. And it humbles you because you didn't do it alone. Hindi naman ito yung nakarating ako kung sino ako at kung ano man ako ngayon. Sabi ko nga kanina, I am who I am. Nakatapak pa rin ang paa ko sa lupa. I've known you guys for a long, long time. And I am where I am not because I did it alone. Narating ko ito because I am a beneficiary of the kindness, of the mentoring, of the love, of the patience of so many people. So, at alam nila yon. Alam nila, ang dami kong pinagdaanan at including the experiences, the good and the bad ones. Lahat yan nagiging kasama doon sa kung sino ka man ngayon. And I am no exception.
Thank you, Kuya Boy. Love the hair kanina, but you're more guapo today than
Thank you,
before.
Tessa. I really needed that. Alam niyo, nakakatawa kasi si Attorney Gozon, that was my first formal meeting with Attorney Gozon. You know, just before we started the contract signing, sabi niya, what was the question? Nagkabuhok ka ba, boy? May buhok ka ba noon? Sabi ko, Attorney, meron po. So nakita yun. Hi, Jerry. Kumusta ka?
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Tessa of Manila Times. And let's get to the next question. This is coming from Sir Alan Policarpio of Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hi, Tito Boy. Where are we at now in terms of yung mga shows na gagawin natin? Napag-brainstorm na ba yun? Or you're just getting started?
We started to brainstorm. We started to talk about content, pero wala pa kaming nararating. Dahil ang problema namin, Alan, ay, sabi ko nga, iba na yung landscape. Ang artista ngayon, pag may gustong ibalita, nagpo-post lang. Some start with a cryptic post until it becomes a story. Others would directly post, buntis ako, galit ako, as opposed to what we were. Karamihan, kasi karamihan kaibigan ko kayo. As opposed to our time na we would wait for your newspapers and tabloids and television shows. Antayin natin sa Star Talk, antayin natin sa Buzz. It has changed. Everybody has become an active participant in the business of news, lalo na in the celebrity business. So doon kami nahihirapan because the challenge is, what do we do? Ano bang equity natin? Ano bang mai-offer natin para tayo'y panoorin? So nandun kami sa questioning stage because this has to be done well. And this has to be done deliberately. Pero meron ding hati na eksperimento kasi you wouldn't know what works until you're there. Bukas lang kami na ito yung balak, dito tayo mag-umpisa, pero pakikinggan natin kung ano ang tanggap, kung ano ang response halimbawa ng audiences, and then alam natin kung aatras tayo, liliko, o abante. You know, it's that kind of a game.
Oo, kasi these days sila na rin ng mga artista na nag-i-interviewan.
Correct. But we have to find out kung ano ang kulang. Halimbawa, sabi ko nga sa aking mga bosses, kina Janine, Kibang, Nalilibeth, ano ba ang ginagawa ngayon? Kailangan aralin, di ba? What's happening in the environment now? Yes, there is analysis, but are we happy with the analysis? Sinong pagkakatiwalaan natin? Meron namang komentaryo. Halimbawa, but who are the commentarists that we listen to? So, aaralin natin at ano ang pinapanood. Gigit na ba tayo? Uuna ba tayo? O makikiramdam tayo? So, the dynamics in terms of reporting, in terms of, halimbawa, let's focus on the entertainment reportage, nabago na rin eh. So, yun ang aaralin namin, Alan. Yun ang aaralin namin quick. Kailangan mabilis.
Okay. But as an interviewer now in GMA, is there any particular celebrity or personality na high on your list, yung whose story intrigues you?
I have someone very, very high, actually. This is a confession. I haven't spoken to my bosses and to the people I'm going to work with. Nakakatuwa lang, Gorgie, bago ko sagutin yan, nakakatuwa lang, Gorgie, kasi director ko si Romel Gacho, who was my executive producer when I was doing Star Talk. My executive producer was my segment producer on Star Talk, si Rayleigh. You know, our consultant for the, what's the title, Bang? Talk division ba tayo? Comedy, your division, is Bang. Bang Arispacochaga was my first executive producer when I did Show and Tell. Wala akong kamuang-muang, hindi ko wala akong alam. Janine was our production manager for Star Talk. So I'm working with people I know, and I value relationships at hindi ako nagsunog ng tulay. Kahit sabihin pa natin sa ABS-CBN, kinausap ko, but that's going ahead of the story. But going back to who is high on my list, just before we started this press conference, hindi ko talaga matiis. I had to call Mike Enriquez. He took my call. I will not, you know, it was a very private conversation, but I'm really hoping, he's a very dear friend of mine. Hindi ko man nakikita si Mike ng kasing dalas ng gusto ko dahil hindi lamang sa magkahiwalay kami ng tahanan noon, pero he has been a friend, a constant friend. Minsan may pinag-uusapan kami, minsan wala. Minsan, just to say hello, like today, sinabi ko lang, Mike, nandito na ako, nagbabalik. Sabi sa akin, saan? Saan nagbabalik? Obviously, he is not, and he was not watching television. So sabi ko, nagbabalik ako sa Channel 7. Sabi ko, and I could not imagine not letting you know. I mean, considering my relationship with Mike. At ang sabi ng aking kaibigan, I would not have forgiven you had you not called me. So he's really high up there. I know this is an entertainment show, but yeah, I mean, you know, the boundaries in terms of interviews have been blurred. So, yun. And of course, I'm going to go for the heart evangelistas of this world and the beautiful Marian Rivera, and I'd love to do Maine and Arjo together. I'd love, mga pangarap lang ito. I'd love to be able to do the younger artists na hindi ko pa masyadong kilala, the Julie San Jose's, the Barbie Fortezas. They were in my class because when I was with ABS-CBN, I would give hosting classes for GMA artists. So I knew them from that encounter, from that engagement. Sino pa? I'd like, marami akong high on my list, mga highs on my list. I'd love to be able to do Carla Abellana. Popoy, if you're watching, let's talk. Maninikluhod ako. I'd love to be able to do an interview with Alden. Alden is an old friend of mine. I've known him even before he got into the business. Tom Rodriguez. The sexy Dennis Chilio. Para sa akin yun ang gwapo. And Jen, ito'y walang mali siya. Of course, I'd love to do an interview with Jen. I'd love to do an interview with Paulo Contis. And many others. Sino pa bang mga top of mind? Wow. Yun more or less. Ang dami na no. We can start there. Pero kung nanonood ka, Heart, Marian, and you know, they know I'd love to start with them. Kailangan ko ng tulong nila. Tatanggapin ko yun. But I'd like to be able to do meaningful and fun conversations with them.
And lastly lang, Tito Boy, at a time na a lot of people are pivoting toward digital media, why do you parang insist, or why do you still want to return to television?
I believe in the power of... It's an entirely different power. I believe in the magic of television. Alan, ang training ko kasi television. So, hinahanap-hanap ko talaga. Hinahanap ko talaga yung disiplina siguro. Kung hindi man disiplina, yung hinahanap ko siguro yung how it is to do television. matagal, I got into social media, I got into YouTube, I got into TikTok, I got into Facebook. Pero alam ng marami na hindi ako native. But I know enough to be able to engage on various platforms. Pag gumagawa nga ako ng YouTube, 3-cam setup ako eh. Oo, sanay ako dun sa ganung... hindi ko sinasabi that one is more or less than the other. Mas kilala ko lang ang telebisyon. And I wanted to go back to television. I wanted to go back to what I used to do.
Oh, thank you, Tito Boy, and
Salamat.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Alan Policarpio. What an insightful conversation. And we also have questions from Sir Gorgie Rula of PEP.
Good evening, Kuya Boy. Kayo, Ma'am LGR po muna, gusto ko sanang tanungin. Tinuro ka agad ako.
Talaga?
Hindi. Ma'am, kayo na nga ho, kasi nasimulan na rin lang ni Alan. Well, sa gitna po ng napakaraming talk shows sa YouTube. So ano ho ba ang naka-line up? Meron na ho ba kayong pwedeng ma-share na line up na shows for Kuya Boy?
Meron, yung kinikwento ni Kuya Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yun ang una naming gagawin, yung kinikwento niya. Abangan nyo na lang. Kasi we're in the process pa of really, yung anong, hinihimay pa namin kung ano yung pinakamaganda na gawin, yung atake dun sa gagawin niyang ano. But he will, of course, do what he does best.
Na iba, of course, sa mga napapanood natin sa digital, sa social media.
Yes. But that doesn't mean that we do not have something on social media. We will.
Mhm.
Definitely. It's going to be part of what we will offer.
Opo. May nagpatanong din, ma'am, eventually daw po ba ay magkakaroon ng executive position si Kuya Boy? O yung show lang?
Mag-a-apply ako, Court.
Tanong natin sa boss ko.
Di, pero sasagutin ko yan, Gorg. Kanina, when I met
thanks,
executives, like, si Oli kasi has projects, no? If I can talk
Yes,
about it.
yes.
Meron siyang master classes. Ngayon, we had an exchange of text messages. At ang sabi ko nga, that one I'm interested in, yung kanyang master classes. Dahil maganda. At saka, noong, I was talking about how some master classes started in other institutions. Ano yun eh, yung, there's this book, it's called The Last Lecture. Actually, sa Philippine Women's University, I just did, November 26, I delivered, meron din silang series of lectures once a year, which is produced by the Alumni Association of the PWU. This year, I was chosen to deliver the lecture. Ang tawag nila lecture. Pero ang pinanggalingan yan ay isang libro na ang tawag ay The Last Lecture. The Last Lecture is done in Carnegie Mellon, which is a university famous for rocket science. Every year, ang mga estudyante at ang mga profesor ay nag-e-elect sila, nag-choose sila ng isang professor who would deliver the last lecture. Hypothetical yun. Halimbawa, if you were given a chance to do your last lecture, ano ang lecture mo at bakit? That book is written by Randy Pausch. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Nung siya'y napili na, that's supposed to be a badge of honor when you're chosen to deliver that lecture. Nung kanyang toka na, when he was supposed to do that lecture, instead of lecturing something that he discovered as a rocket scientist, he lectured on life. He lectured on love. He lectured on what it is to be a parent. Because the time that he was chosen to do the last lecture, he was dying. Yun yung inspirasyon. And when Oli started to talk about it, sabi ko, yung ganda yun. Tingnan natin kung ano ang... I'd like to be able to contribute to an engagement like that. That's my answer to that. Doon naman sa unang tanong, Gorgie, alam ko itatanong ito maya-maya, pero pupuntahan ko na. Ang hirap kasi sagutin, no? Yung, what can you offer that others are not doing? Alam natin lahat yun eh. We wanna be able to do, hinahanap mo yung, ano bang equity natin dito? Ano bang separator natin dito? Paano ba tayo maiiba? At lagi tayong nangangarap doon eh, na sana will be able to do something that's different. We will. Hindi ako hiwalay doon sa linyang yon. Pero, katulad ng paliwanag ko nga kay Alan kanina, ano ba ang equity ko na hindi pwedeng mawala doon sa anumang show ang gagawin namin? That show must have an interview. Kailangan may interview. Paano maiiba yung interview na yan sa lahat ng mga interviews? Siguro my body of work will be able to show that. Pangalawa yung, hanggang ngayon, Gorgie, nagbe-brainstorm kami nila, RD, nagbe-brainstorm kami ng ano bang mga pwede pa natin magawa. Sabi ko, I'd like to be able to invent interview tools. I'd like to be able to discover interview styles. Katulad ng paglalaro ko nung konsepto ng Star Talk, ng Fast Talk, rather. How it came about until dumikit sa masang Pilipino. How I came about with the interview tool that I used on Star Talk, ang mahiwagang salamin.
Salamin, oh.
So, yun, doon kami ngayon. Kaya sinasabi ni Lilibeth na we will be there, but hihimayin muna namin. Hihimayin muna namin. And then, alam namin yung gusto naming puntahan at nanggagaling din kami doon sa marami na nating karanasan sa paggawa ng talk show. Kaya ang hirap sabihin, 1, 2, 3. That's where she's coming from. And I am coming from.
At sa tingin ko, Kuya Boy, ito yung akin lang na-obserbahan. Gusto ka talaga ng GMA na bumalik kasi wala pa nga silang maisip na show, kinukuha ka na nila.
Maraming salamat.
Oo.
At
Diba?
meron na ring sweldo.
Pumatak na.
Joke.
Hindi. Ito na ngayon nga ako, Kuya Boy, diretso ko na din yung tanong. Sa'yo po, saan ho kayo mas nahirapan? Negotiation sa GMA o yung pagpapaalam sa kabila?
Pareho. Pareho. Hindi dahil sa yung negosasyon namin sa GMA 7 was difficult. Inabutan kami ng COVID. Kasi, just to be very clear, we started talking pre-COVID pa to. Matagal. Can I say that? I mean, yun naman ang totoo talaga. Oo, pero ang usapan namin noon was kumustahan, libre ka na ba? And then we would forget about it, and then we would just joke about it, and then we would have meetings.
Paramdaman muna.
Pakiramdaman at saka magalang. Oo, yun yung difficulty doon. Nangyari ang COVID. Goodbyes are hard, Gorgie, in any language. Saying goodbye. Lalo na sa personalidad na katulad ng nating marami. Ayaw natin makasakit. Pero ako, nakipag-usap ako ng mahusay. Nagpaalam ako ng mahusay. At nagbabalik ako ng mahusay.
Yun lang po. Thank you. Thank you, Kuya Boy.
Thank you so much, Sir Gorgie. And wow, okay, so a lot of insightful questions. And of course, I just have to say, from every MediaCon that I've hosted, ang dami talagang insightful answers ni Tito Boy. And I'm sure that a lot of people are excited to see the stories that you guys will writing about this MediaCon. And with that, we end this evening. Marami pang opportunities, panigurado, kung saan.
Sige
Ay, may
pa,
magtatanong
okay lang.
pa. Go
Okay
pa.
lang.
Ay, okay. Sorry, off the list. Okay. We would love to hear more. Okay, who will be asking
Then,
next?
naalala ko lang, Kuya Boy, kasi the last time na na-interview ka namin ni Rayleigh, last episode ng Star Talk, nag-iiyak kami noon, nag-iyakan tayong lahat. Diba? Na siguro na sa isip ni Rayleigh, wala siguro sa isip niya na mag-iipi siya uli sa'yo.
Totoo. Totoo.
Yes. Yun lang po. Sir Cherry daw po.
Alright.
Kuya Boy,
Cherry.
simple lang yung question kong una sana. Kumusta ka? Kaya lang ang daming halo-halo yung pangungumusta na yun eh. Kumusta dahil kita namang masaya, nakangiti. Kumusta may mga perlas kang ganyan para sa health. Siyempre, exciting para sa challenges, may agam-agam, bagong ito. Pero meron din bang malungkot na pangyayari ngayon sa buhay mo? Kumusta ka? Paano mo sasagutin yun?
Okay na hindi okay. Suot-suot ko yung... Naiiyak ako. Dali. Wow. Tama ka, Jerry. I'm okay but I'm not okay. Okay ako dahil laki nitong pagsalubong sa akin ng GMA7. I am deeply, deeply grateful. Mula kay Atty. Gozon, kay Lilibeth, hanggang kay RD, kay Cesar Cosme na nakasama namin sa mga meetings, kay Loy, kay Bang, kay Janine, lahat. Kay Rayleigh, Romel. I'm okay. And I am honored. I'm deeply honored by the welcome that I have been given. I'm deeply, deeply honored. But I'm not okay. I'm not okay dahil nakipag-iyakan din ako habang nagpapaalam. Pumanaw ang nanay ni Bong, may partner kahapon. It's not easy. It's not an easy. These are tough times. And kasi celebrate lang namin nung death anniversary ng nanay. Katulad ng marami, alam mo yung halo-halo, yung pakiramdam mo. Kanina nga, paalis ako ng bahay. Si Bong had a runny nose. At sabi ko, mag-iingat ka kasi nandito pa rin tayo sa gitna talaga ng pandemyang ito. So, bumabalik ako from not okay to okay to not okay to okay dahil nalampasan natin. Lumaban tayo ng maayos. Namimiss ko ang nanay. Yun.
Medyo ano rin. Nung panahon na mag-e-eleksyon, bugbog ka, durog sa mga batikos, nanahimik ka, hindi mo sinagot yung mga... Sasagutin mo pa ba yun? May tamang panahon ba para ikwento mo kung ano yung nangyari?
That's for another engagement. Pero tama ka, I will have to tell my story at one point. I will have to tell my story. Bugbog ako sarado, lahat na yata ng salita na gamit na laban sa akin. Pero, Jerry, ipinagtanggol din ako ng maraming tao.
Maraming nagmamahal pa rin talaga sa'yo.
Marami ang nagtanggol, maraming nagmamahal, marami ang pumukol ng bugbog, lahat ng klaseng ng pananakit. Pero doon ko na-realize na iba na talaga ang mundo. Doon ko rin na-realize na hahawak ako, aangkla ako doon sa mga taong mahal ko. Sa mga taong... Kaya, katulad ng libawa, somebody asked me earlier, how do you handle bashers? Sabi ko, hindi naman bashers. How do you handle somebody like Bong? You know, Bong, my partner of many years, would tell me, after halimbawa, a good interview, I felt I did a good interview. Sabi ko, Bobong, ganda ng interview ko. Ganda mo, kalbo ka pa rin. You know, somebody who doesn't take you seriously, but who treats you the way you are. Kaya ang ipagmamalaki ko lang, Jerry, sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko, taas, baba ng karera ko, gusto mo man o hindi ang trabaho ko, may inuuwian akong pamilya at mga tao who love me without conditions.
Yung mga nagmamahal sa'yo, mas marami ba yon? Considering na parang, kumbaga yung mga nakaraang buwan, may mga nawala kang kaibigan, parang dahil sa pagkakaiba ng pananaw, o wala. Kumbaga, yung sa mga nakakakilala talaga sa'yo, walang nawala dun sa mga itunuturing mong tunay na kaibigan.
Palagay ko mas marami akong kaibigan. Iilan-ilan lamang at nagdadasal ako na hindi masyadong malalim yun. Nagdadasal ako na sana yung pagkakaiba-iba natin ng pananaw, our different opinions, sana will not define our relationships. Naalala ko lamang yung isang symposium that I hosted during COVID, pre-election ito. It was an Asian forum, Zoom lang, that I moderated, and we were talking about polarization, yung pagkakahati-hati, pagkakahiwa-hiwalay, na sa Singapore daw ay ang polarization ay benign, samantala ang Pilipinas ay predatory. Na pag hindi mo halimbawa at pag hindi mo naintindihan ang choice ko, bobo ka or bobo ako. Palagay ko, bahagi ito ng paglalakbay natin towards, let's say, political discourse, mature political discourse or behavior as a country, as a people. Bahagi yun. Hindi naman kasi ako pikon eh. Lahat na, ito, napapag-usapan natin. Jerry, natawag na ako ng lahat. Mula bobo, to pangit, to laos, hindi marunong mag-interview. Lahat yan. Lahat yan. I'm not saying that I wasn't hurt. Sakit. Masakit yun. Pero, you get used to pain at a certain point in your life. You get used to pain and you learn how to pray. And you learn how to use that pain. Ako, decision yun eh. It was a deliberate decision that that pain I was going to use for me to become a better person. Lalo na sa kalagitnaan ng COVID when I was so unsure and all of us were unsure and uncertain as to what was going to happen. Earlier today, also somebody asked me what I learned, what the most important lesson I had during COVID. Sabi ko, I take it from Bill Gates. Hindi ko naman original yon. He did a speech and hindi naman ganun ang pagkasabi niya. Sabi niya, all of us had to contend with our finitude. Simply said, ang sinasabi niya, and I agree with him, the most important lesson I learned during COVID was that realization na lahat tayo mamamatay. That we are on borrowed time. So, my deliberate decision is that knowing, cognizant that I am not going to last forever, I want to be kinder. I want to be more fair. I want to be more compassionate. I know it's not going to be a perfect journey to become a better person than who you are today, but I will try. I will try to be better.
With all these realizations, Tito Boy, ano yung ipinagdarasal mo? May hiniling ka pa ba o nagpapasalamat ka na lang, pinapasa Diyos mo na lang, kung ano man?
You know, my prayer is really saying thank you. As Angelo would say, thank you is the language that you use in the presence of God. I just really say thank you. Ang wish ko, palagi ko wish natin lahat, mabuhay lang tayo ng maayos, malusog, walang sakit. Pumapangalawa na lahat yung sana maging matagumpay ang aking palabas sa GMA7. Sana hindi ako masyadong bugbugin ng mga hindi nakakakilala sa akin na wala akong utang na loob at marami pang iba at kung ano-ano pang masasakit na mga salita. How do I handle that? Hindi naman ako nagbabasa eh. Hindi talaga ako nagbabasa. I have a very strong support system that gives me fair, honest feedback.
Salamat, Kuya Boy.
Salamat,
sa iyong
Jerry.
kindness, generosity, sa lahat-lahat na all these years. Salamat.
Same here. Maraming salamat, Cherry.
Thank you so much, Sir Jerry. Apologies for cutting it short. We have some more questions. It's okay. Yes, we are opening the floor for more questions. So please just introduce yourselves when you do so.
Sabihin mo, introduce niya sarili niya.
I know, for other people din po, but okay,
Introduce
yes,
mo sarili
introduce
mo.
yourself.
No need na.
No, you have to introduce yourself.
Matagal na kami magkakilala ni Kuya Boy.
Dapat may
Dalagita
title.
pa lang ako.
You have to introduce yourself. Dapat may title.
I am the wala ko maiisip eh. Kasi baka mamaya isang crown lang pinagtalunan namin ni Kuya Boy. Charot. Hindi, yan, I am happy ka na uli. Pero, Kuya Boy, was there a time ba tinatanong mo yung sarili mo kung nasan ba ang posisyon ko ngayon sa industry?
Oo naman.
So,
Oo
nasaan
naman.
ka ngayon, Kuya Boy?
Hindi ko alam. I'm searching. That's a word that kinakapitan ko. Right now, I'm searching. Right now, I'm finding my place again. At hindi ako natatakot doon. Familiar territory ito sa akin. I came from nowhere. I'm not afraid to start again. I'm not afraid to get into this chaotic world of social media. Hindi ako takot. Lalo na ngayon na ang dami-dami kong kaibigan. Nasaan ako ngayon sa industriya? Diretsahan tayo doon. It also occurs in your mind once in a while, laos na ba ako? May relevance na ba ako? Ganon. At ako, dumadating ako doon sa point na, no, but before that, I have this young friend. He writes for a magazine. And one time, he sent me a text message to say, Tito Boy, how did you do it? You've become so successful. You crossed over into the world of memes. Huh? Crossed over, hindi ko nga alam. But I'm one of the most parodied personalities, I think, in this country. Mula sa gumbursa hanggang sa
Yes.
basketball player, etc. But I constantly ask myself that. Don, I am an artist manager. Relevance is important in this business. Premium is important in this business. And you have to constantly work on it. Pero for as long as you know your worth, for as long as you take good care of that worth, and for as long as you are realistic in your assessment of that worth, and for as long as you do not allow anyone to diminish your worth, you're still in the game. So nasaan ako? Tara na.
May follow-up pa ako dyan. Kasi yung title, The King of Talk, di ba? So, gaano ka-importante pa yung title na yan sa'yo, The King of Talk? And sa panahon ngayon na kasi parang wala namang talk show, di ba?
Correct. Oo, hindi ko rin
At ang
alam.
dami ring may gustong maging talk show sa kanilang talk show host.
Hindi ko alam una kung sinong nagbigay sa akin ng title na yan. Would you have an idea? Hindi ko talaga alam kung saan nag-umpisa yon. It just came about many, many years ago. Hindi ko naman masyadong siniseryoso yon. You know, it's a title. Pero it's a strong brand, admittedly. It's a strong brand. So, ini-embrace ko yun. Pero, hindi ko hinahayaang pumasok yan sa ulo ko.
Okay.
Ako naman ang hari na walang reyna. You know what I'm saying? But the title has been
Kasi nga parang
attached.
gusto mo rin maging reyna, di ba?
Gusto kong maging reyna. No, but it's a title that has been attached to your name. And you somehow work at it. You somehow work at it. Kaya hindi ako humihinto. Alam niyo, during COVID, ang ginawa ko, pinanood ko na pinanood ko na yata lahat ang mga talk shows. You know, I become familiar with Dick Cavett and all his interviews. Jon Stewart to Zach Galifianakis. Mag-aaral ka eh. Mag-aaral ka para hindi makasabay. Ako, yung makasabay sa Agos, not necessarily. Mag-aaral ka dahil kailangan malaman mo kung saan ka pupwesto. So, now if you ask me, do I find myself relevant and even looking forward to how I'm going to play on these talk shows that I'm going to do for GMA7? Oo. Pero ang sagot ko doon, alam mo, sa mga panahon na nagdududa ako kung anong halaga, lalo na tayo lahat. Because we are writers, we're interviewers, we are entertainment writers. There was this interview of Betty Davis and Dick Cavett. Years ago. Kasi di ba yung, halimbawa mga artista na parang, I don't need an interview. I mean, why should I do it? You know, I'm a professional actor. Trabaho ko is to act. Trabaho ko is, my work is to be an actor, to be an artist. I'm not supposed to sit down with anybody and tell you my private story. Imagine this issue has been answered in the 50s, in the 60s, in that particular interview between Dick Cavett and Betty Davis. Sabi ni Betty Davis, who is one of the most revered names in the industry, doon ako nagkalakas ng loob bilang writer, katulad ninyo, bilang talk show host. Sabi ni Betty Davis, you know, Dick, you know why I come to your show for interviews? Because my movies can only tell my public half of who I am as a professional artist, half of which you do for me. That's the role of entertainment writers. That's the role of interviewers like me. Because the stories of stars and movie actors, whether they agree or not, cannot be completed by their work alone. Kasama tayo doon.
Ayun.
Salamat doon.
Hindi, eto na talaga last. Kasi, gaano ka ka-confident, Kuya Boy, na at this point, kasi, na-experience mo na lahat ng artista gustong magpa-interview sa'yo eh. Ngayon ba, ganun pa rin ang feeling mo?
Hindi na ako sigurado. Hindi na. Kahit yung even on YouTube today, halimbawa, may mga bagong artista kong i-interviewin at sasabihin nila, "To boy, pangarap ko lang to noon.
Yes.
Akala ko hindi naman ako nagpapabola sa ganun." I am still at a stage in my career when it's like this is to borrow again the title of the book of Barbara Walters. Alam mo yung feeling na pag kayo halimbawa, you do an interview with a movie star, I do an interview with a movie star or director, yung parang nag-audition ka pa rin. Yung parang, you know, you're doing your first interview, you don't know, naalala ko yung interview kay Gerald Anderson, you know, that ghosting thing. I went to where he was shooting during COVID, and sabi niya, Tito Boy, ano bang pag-uusapan natin? Karamihan mga artista ganun, di ba? What do we talk about? Sabi ko sa kanya, Gerald, I will go to where you lead me. Susunod ako kung saan mo ako dadalhin. Pero that is not to say that I was not ready with what I wanted to talk about. Pero minsan nakikiramdam tayo eh. Tapos na ako dun sa stage na, Diyos ko, ang pinagdaanan namin sa Star Talk. Tapos na ako dun sa stage na hindi ka pa nagsasalita, raratratin na kita lahat ng mga katanungan na walang mga kasagutan. I'm done. Oh, pero pinagdaanan ko yan. Alam mo yung proving, you know, yourself. You know, I remember when I was starting Star Talk, we were up against Showbiz Lingo, which is rating 40-something, and Star Talk was rating a 3. At nanggaling kami doon, nanggaling ako doon. So, maganda naman yung may tapang, pero maganda yung may tapang na may puso. So ako, halimbawa, in that interview with Gerald Anderson, if he didn't lead me to that point where I could actually ask anything about the relationship, I would not have asked. Pero nung nag-uusap kami, napansin ko na may pagbubukas. Di itinanong ko.
Oo, so yun na yung chance.
Yeah, oo. Pero hindi ako magtatanong para lang makabastos. Hindi ako magtatanong, tapos ako doon. Oo, nagkamali ba ako in the past? May mga naitanong ba ako na hindi ko gusto? Oo. Marami akong pagkakamali na natutunan ko.
Ano yung pinaka na pagkakamali? At kanino?
May mga pinagsisisihan ako. Pero I don't think I can say, mamaya sasabihin ko sa'yo. Kasi medyo sensitive yung tanong.
Parang
pero
may idea ako doon. Charot.
Ha? Meron. Pero meron akong mga maling nagawa. And I apologize and I apologized to people I have wronged on air. Yeah, that one I've learned. Uupo ako sa harap mo, presidente ka man o artista, na parehong paghahanda ang ginawa ko. I do not condescend on or to ba? On. Anyone.
Tessa,
To anyone.
Naku,
Tessa, you have
hindi
to help
nasagot
me.
ni Tessa,
I cannot
ha?
condescend on ba or to? I cannot condescend on to anyone. Ano ba dapat ang ano? On? On ba or to? I think on. Oo. Hindi. Wala akong pangmamata. Sikat ka man, hindi ka sikat, parehong paghahanda na ginawa ko. Parehong paghahanda ang ginagawa ko. May mga mas madadali lang kasi may mga ini-interview tayo na mapagbigay. Merong may gestation period na kailangan. Kailangan may warm-up. So, pakiramdaman talaga. I don't think an experience with one is necessarily the answer to a difficult interview that you do next. Wala eh.
Ayun. Anyway, good luck, Kuya Boy. And
Maraming
welcome
salamat
back
po.
sa GMA. And of course, ikaw pa rin siyempre ang King of Talk at wala nang pwedeng umagaw pa yan.
Maraming
Gusto
salamat.
mong maging Queen of Talk?
Ikaw doon. Pag-usapan natin.
Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much. I think we are open for more questions. Yes, okay. Let's just wait for the microphone. All right.
Hi, Tito Boy.
Hi, Ervin.
Kanina kasi pinakita yung kay Ding Dong. Kakasa ka ba doon sa challenge niya na mag-join sa Family Feud? And sino pa yung tatlong celebrities na kapuso na gusto mong isama?
Sinabi ko sa kanila, when we were talking about promo, si Janine, sa Labang, pwede ba yung Family Feud? Huwag na muna. Baka lumabas yung pagkatanga ko. Either that, yung pagkatao. Kasi depende, di ba, kung anong sinasurvey. Pag tinanong mo ko, limbawa, yung mga anime, ano ba naman ang alam ko doon? Tinanong mo ko ng Mobile Legend, ano ba naman ang alam mo? At saka yung mga delikado yung, anong bahagi ng katawan ang nagsisimula ng letrang T? Alam niyo naman ako, walang preno, sasabihin ko. Pero yung sagot naman, di ba? TTD. I'm sorry. I mean, blinip na lang nila. So yun yung mga, ang dami kong takot doon. Ang daming, pero gagawin ko yon. Oo, para malampasan. Gagawin ko yon talaga. Sino pa? I'd love to do Marian. I'd love to do Marian. It can be fun. I'd love to do Heart Evangelista. She's an old friend of mine. I mean, we're friends.
One more, Tito Boy, para apat kayo.
Apat, I'd like to do lima eh. I'd like, Maine and I kasi know each other. We've worked in a commercial together. So, oo. Pero hindi naman ako mapili. I'm sure si Ai pag dumating, sasabihin, ay! Sali ako! It's an exciting world. I don't know. Pero takot na takot dun sa Family Feud. Takot na takot talaga ako. I specifically said, pag mag-line up kayo ng guestings, pwede bang ihuli niyo muna yun o wala na lang muna? Kakataranta yun.
Thank you, Tito Boy.
Salamat, Irvin.
Hi, Kuya Boy.
Linya!
Congrats.
Salamat.
Kuya Boy, medyo matagal-tagal ka na rin hindi napapanood on TV, di ba? Tapos ang dami na rin nag-aabang sa'yo. So, kung ano lang yung share mo, kailan talaga? First quarter ba? Second quarter? Daily ba? O weekly?
Yung isang
Ilan?
masasagot ko, siguro yung first quarter ang sagot oo. It should happen January. Hindi lang namin alam kung second, third, or fourth week. Malamang mga third or fourth week, hindi ko alam. Daily, weekly, pinag-uusapan. Pinag-uusapan. Kung ako ang tatanungin mo, gusto ko ng, okay ako sa weekly, pero gusto ko ng daily na maikli lang. So, lahat yan pinag-uusapan.
Sanay ka sa lahat eh. Weekly, daily, 7 days kang napapanood. Di ba?
Gusto ko rin ng live. Gusto ko rin ng live. Para laban. Laban na.
Tapos kanina na-mention mo yung mga stars na gusto mong ma-interview, ma-guest. So, sino sa kanila yung gusto mong pang-pilot talaga?
Si Hart.
Oh.
Only because subok lang naman ito. Hindi ko naman alam kung mapapagbigyan ako ni Hart. Dahil ang kwento niya kasi walang klarong narrative pa. So, hindi ko alam if I can do an interview with Hart. She is special to me because naalala ko nung nag-uumpisa si Hart, she was one of my students in hosting. And we became friends pagkatapos ng maraming taon. Hindi kami nagkikita ng matagal na. We were supposed to see each other sometime during the election. Hindi lang kami nakapagkita. Pero, yun, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting story.
Okay. Thank you, Kuya Boy.
May isa akong option pa. Kung hindi yun, I'd love to be able to do a fun interview with Marian Rivera. Fun interview with Marian. Wala lang, kalukahan lang.
Sabay sila, ayaw mo?
Ay, gustong-gusto ko. Ito pa yun, Vinya. Kasi siyempre, bago ako sa GMA7, hindi ko alam ang dynamics. So ako'y sumusuong sa isang kwarto na bahala na si Bang Aris Pakutsaga. Mag-traffic. It's exciting. You know, it's really exciting. Yun, I'd love to do Maine and Arjo. I'd love to do an interview with Alden na isang kaibigan.
Okay, thank you.
Pero yung mga bago rin, like Ruro, I'd love to do a Ruro Madrid. I'd love to do Bianca. I'd love to do anak ni Carmina. I'd love to do Mina. I'd like to do Mavi. And Cassie. And Mavi, and we can talk about hot dogs. Di ba? Isa yun sa mga pinanggagalingan ng takot ko sa Family Feud. 1 plus 1, hindi ko rin alam. Hot dog din ang sagot ko yata.
All right, I think we are good.
Salamat.
Thank you very much to our friends from the press. Wow. What a meaningful conversation we had with Tito Boy. And it is official. With that, we end our MediaCon. Thank you so much, Tito Boy.
Salamat, Rain.
You are most welcome. Marami pa tayong opportunities panigurado kung saan makakasama at makakausap natin ang King of Talk because he is home. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this evening. Once again, everybody, this has been your host, Rain Matienzo. Have a lovely night.